Hey there, gamers all around. Welcome, welcome, and here we are. We're starting a new save file from the game Banished. There's a reason for that. I actually deleted the old save file that I had originally on for the channel, but there's a reason for that. I got into playing a mod, and I think this mod is super cool, super awesome, super sweet. But enough talk about it. I want to show you guys. I am a show and tell type of person, not a talk and tell type of person. So let me show and tell you guys this awesome new thing, and stop talking about it because I get excited when I talk about it. Cold valleys. I want to try jungle rivers because I've never seen that before. So I'm gonna try that. Then terrain size, I now have very large as an option. So that's very cool. Climate. These are the climates. I can do marine, tropical, no snow. Warm, arid just means no snow and low rain. Harsh, arid means very cold, very hot and cold. Mediterranean, no snow. Very harsh, fair, mild, and very mild. I'm from Florida, so I chose tropical, no snow. But sometimes seeing the same seeing the same like weather sometimes isn't very fun. So I'm gonna put it to fair. So I will have snow. I will have rain. I'm not saying in tropical we don't get rain, because we definitely do get rain, but there's just no snow. And like, because I'm playing it online on YouTube, to me, if I play something that doesn't have snow, that is meant to have snow, to me it's boring. Disasters on, and then starting conditions. I can do easy, medium, medium plus, hard, Adam and Eve, which I start with just 2 villagers. Very interesting. Missionary, New Frontier, Native Village, hard, Native Village, Adam and Eve, which I imagine would be like the Indians, but 2 of them. And then Silk Road, easy. Silk Road, medium. Silk Road, hard. El Dorado, easy. El Dorado, medium. El Dorado, hard. El Dorado, Adam and Eve. There's many different starting conditions. There's many. Appalachian. I can't pronounce that. But it's the A forest. They're calling it the A forest. All of the wild things, Adam and Eve. All of the wild things, easy. Old Castle, hard. Bayou, easy. Shipwreck, hard. Shipwreck El Dorado, hard. Shipwreck Jungle, hard. Shipwreck Northern Pines, hard. Shipwreck Medium plus. Shipwreck El Dorado, Medium plus. Shipwreck Jungle, Medium plus. Shipwreck Northern Pines, Medium plus. Okay, I think we get it. And keep it at C plus, Medium plus, because like there's so many options to choose from. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go. Okay, So I like playing the game a certain way. Log of events. Toggle pop-up notification of death by old age. Now, that's not what it sounds like. Even though if it says, oh, that's only going to tell you who died because of old age, that's not true. That's not true at all. Because, like, even though if you toggle that, that tells you, hey, someone died of starvation, even though if it just specifically tells you death by old age. So this is what the map looks like for a jungle plains biome. This is my first time looking into it. Okay, so there is mountains. Okay. I was scared for a second there. I thought there wasn't going to be any mountains. And then even the various professions, like you can have professions just like this, but that just shows you the Labradors and the Builders. It doesn't show you anything else. I thought it showed you, oh, this is just what you need. And then here's the whole professions. It used to be just like this, and just enough to cover this. But this is the whole professions now. It's all right here. Unfortunately, the way that I play causes there to be some obstruction in the view of some players. Okay, so I see there's a river over here. When you go into food production, instead of having hunter cabin, fishing dock, gatherer's hut, crop field, and a pasture, it now has everything. Like, this is it. This is the modified version. So you go to raw food gathering, and then you can click on the fishing dock, rotate with R, go over to the river, click on it, and I like to keep the tab up so that way I know what's happening. And usually I put 4 builders in every game that I play. So I have a fishing dock. Our main priority right now is food. So if we can get food going, we'll be all right. So okay, so hunting cabin, boom. Now I know there's a better way to do it. Whereas, like, no, the hunting cabin should be with the forester away from the village, and the same thing with the gatherer's hut. But trust me on this one. This is only temporary. I may or may not get rid of the building that's directly next to the storage barn. And yeah, I can upgrade to the storage warehouse if I had the materials. But more on that later. So this is what I'm doing right now. My first priority, my main priority, is to get food going. I could also do this, because this only needs wood and reeds. So it wouldn't be too bad to build that. Reeds are actually pretty easy to find. Like this is reeds. That's reeds. Okay. I need lumber for that. I can technically do an Avery, because I don't need like lumber. Okay. So I can technically go ahead and start off with the honey over here. I don't know if you can tell, but I really enjoy this mod. Like, this hunting blind wasn't there before. Alright, so I have everything paused right now. So let me go ahead and play. Now I'm gonna speed things up so that way everything's a little bit more faster. Everything's going. There you go. The fishing hut is being built. Someone grew up, became an adult, and is working as a Labrador. That's great. That's awesome. All right, so I'm gonna have a fisherman. I'm gonna have a hunter, and then I'm going to have a gatherer because they all just they were all built at the same time. So that's great. I'm getting a beekeeper. Ah, another adult. Great. Okay. Cool. Then the hunting blind. Let me slow down a little bit. Okay. Now, I also have some cows, but the only issue is I don't have a lot of room to put a pasture. That is, unless I cross the river. And I can cross the river. Look, roads and bridges, there's a lot more, oh, I can build a drawbridge, it just costs wood. Huh, very convenient, actually. Okay, so yeah, I'll do that. Even the roads and bridges have like improved so much so in this game. And like that's why I love like this modified version of this game. Okay, so I'm gonna need a forester soon. Actually now I need a forester. What's that? Oh! That's minerals. Okay. It's like iron or something. What? Yeah, that's something. Where did I put the bridge? Oh, it's right over here. Oh, it just needs 15 more logs. Just needs 15 more. That's okay. I can help out. Boom. 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 Here's some like stone I can come collect. Stone, and it looks like red roses. Why can't I not collect you? You're clearly something. I can't collect you either. Shoot. Oh, here's some logs. Logs over here. Logs over here. Oh, why can't I collect you? You're something to collect. You're reeds. You're clearly reeds, and I clearly need you. I don't understand. Why can't I not collect you? Oh well, I'm not gonna worry about it right now. It's the least of my worries. As of right now. Actually, I know there's an easier way to do this. I like doing one at a time just because I'm a weirdo like that. Not gonna lie. Because I feel like I'm actually in the game experience and I do it one at a time. That's why I'm doing it that way. Okay. Oh yeah. And you can even do something as flatten power tool. Flattens the terrain, including mountains, trees. Mountain trees. Instantly destroys all resources. Be careful. Use at own risk. I think it means mountain, comma, trees. Because I was reading that as mountain trees, as in a tree that's a mountain. But I think it's missing, like that's a grammatical error. I can tell, and I'm not gonna correct it right now. I mean, as much as of a grammar Nazi I am, I'm not gonna correct it right now. Where is that? Oh, okay, it's right here. Sometimes I lose place of where I put stuff that I want to build. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. A little tired. I'm alright. So, like, watching my buildings get built. There we go. Now that's a nice drawbridge. I shall like that. That's a nice drawbridge. Okay. Let's see. Will not flatten terrain. That's interesting. I like the fenceless faster. Ah, it's in the water. We don't want it in the water. Can make it as big as 30 by 30, which is what I like. By 30. Boom. It costs a lot of logs, but it's well worth it. Because I really like big pastures. I feel like, you know, the bigger your pasture is, the more cows or the more livestock you can have. And, like, I like having more livestock because having more livestock means you get more food. Having more food means you get to provide more people in your village. So that, you know, that's what I like. I like providing for my people. Oh yay, someone became an adult and is working as a Labrador. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly. But alright, anyways. Fisherman. You go be a fisherman. So I can get more food. Cows weren't even in the game without this mod. This is like Coloinal Journey. Pretty sure I butchered that. Um, but yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, are you serious? That's. Oh, they're removing. Removing trees, rocks, and other obstructions. Yeah. It's pretty cool, actually. It's right on the hill. Kind of like that. And I don't have houses for people. Oh well. At least they have firewood. Okay. Maybe they don't. Hold on. Stockpiles. I know. Okay. What I like about these stockpiles is you can organize them. Oh no. No. They don't have homes, so they're... no. Okay. Shoot. Shoot. Okay, that's what happened. Game over. I died. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay, so that happened. Okay. Yeah, okay, that was unexpected. Yeah, that's why I go for, tropical. Okay, let me try again. Jungle Rivers wasn't too bad. I don't want to do flat plains, because what if there's no mountains? Well, let's try flat plains. Very large. And I'm going with the tropical no snow, because that killed me. Some crops and orchids will only grow if they are within suitable temperature ranges. This depends on your choice of climate. However, most crops and orchids will grow on most settings. Growth is usually only affected by extreme climates. Okay. If choosing a sand or desert map, you may also want to choose Antilles palms only starting conditions, as well as no snow, occasional rain climate. Okay. Not my problem. So, yeah. I mean... yeah, everybody just froze to death in my old thing. No, that needs to get there. Okay. Greenstown 4. Because everybody died at Greenstown 3. This one. This one's just easier for me to pull up everything, and I don't have to scroll anywhere and have to find professions. Event logs. Here's the map. Okay, cool. Very cool. What's this? Iron chart for... oh. Oh! Cool! That's very cool! Oh! Okay. Cool. Huh. That was never a thing before. Okay, so let's see here. Let's try again. This time I'm gonna do food and houses. Probably should start with the hunting cabin and gatherer's hut. Hunting cabin. Gatherer's hut. This is only temporary, by the way. And hopefully I'm not gonna kill everybody from, you know, being frozen to death. That was bad on my part. Okay, so there's a river over this way, but it's quite a ways away. Okay. Don't know what good honey is. I mean, I know beeswax, and then I know honey is like a sweetener. But, like, beeswax could be used for candles. Also. And yes, there are candles in this game. Which I find, you know, very amusing. Now that you have an idea. I need builders. I'm silly. I need builders. That's why the buildings are not being built. There we go. Then a hunter. Go away. Go do your things. Gatherer's hut. Beekeeper. Go do your stuff. Fenceless pasture. Because I like a fenceless pasture. $30 by $30. Perfect. I mean, the crops are 30 by 30, and I love it. Near capacity. Okay, cool. No. I like gravel. Good, good. I need more of those people. I need more people working. Do do do. Okay, like that. And like that. Go all the way around. More like this. Like that. Trying to see if it meets. Does it quite meet? Okay, now it does. Okay, now it does. Cool. Roadless well. Costs less, stone and logs to build a roadless well than it does to build a well. Well, okay, they cost about the same. But I like the roadless well a little better. It's smaller. And it doesn't look as, you know, how do I say it? bulky, I guess, on the ground with the road that it has on it. I mean, they're both pretty. The only issue I have, there's a couple issues I have with this. One, it takes too long to get children or students to grow up and become Labradors. And that's simply because I have a mod that's 1 year is 1 year. And although, yes, I'm glad I have that mod, because usually in the original game without the mod, like, your children who, let's just say you have a child that's of 8 years old, by next year in the game, playtime, give it about 10 minutes, you suddenly have, let's say you started off with four Labradors for adults. Then give it 10 minutes and you have 5 Labradors, 5 adults. Because your 8-year-old child is somehow suddenly 21 within only 10 minutes of playing the game. And your year is now 2. Like, you're in your second year. But somehow your 8-year-old daughter became 21 within a game's year's time. So that's why I have that mod that says 1 year is 1 year. So that way I don't have more Labradors. I mean, it's always good to have more Labradors than buildings, because that means whenever something happens, like, there's someone available who can replace someone who may have died from hypothermia, frozen to death, starvation, old age. Like, if someone dies, they can replace it. You want people available in case something happens. You know, a rock crushes the stonecutter and the stonecutter died. You want Labradors to be able to replace whoever it is that died. I'm not saying you don't. But in the past, I've had issues with people who, like, they grew up faster than I wanted them to, and I wasn't able to, like, provide for them. So they ended up dying of starvation anyways. So that's one thing, you know, you guys gonna have to look out for. This overhaul mod is so great. I can't wait to show you guys everything. Okay, so, like, if I go to storage, stockpiles. Now I can organize the stockpiles by item. And that's great. Here, let me put the log stockpile. Okay, let me show you guys. And it can be bigger now too. So it's no longer has to be 10 by 10. Because 10 by 10 was the biggest, like, this was the biggest stockpile. Now I can make it bigger. I can make it 30 by 30. Of course, I'm obviously not going to make it 30 by 30 because this is overkill. And I still think that 10 by 10 for a stockpile is plenty. So that's stockpile. It's a log stockpile now. Just logs are going to be there. Then I can do a stone stockpile. Stone stockpile. Boom. Nothing but stone. Right? This is just a stockpile. Anything can go in here. This is just a log stockpile. Just log goes over here. And then this is just a Stone stockpile. Just stone goes over there. Okay, so now I want horses. And I want a herdsman. I'm going off on a great start right now. So that's good. And then I can even do fuel. Used to store firewood, charcoal, coke fuel, fire bundles, and any kind of fuel item. This is like amazing. Hold on, let me go ahead and build this. I like my stockpiles to be 10 by 10 because I think 30 by 30 for a stockpile is a little overkill. So that's just fuel. And there's the horses. There they go. This is the fenceless pasture. It's a pasture without a fence. And I think that's awesome. There's that animal shelter right there. So there we go. This just needs 136 removed. Okay, so I also like the construction stockpile. I'll show you what I mean. 10 by 10 construction stockpile. Boom. Right there. Then I'll show you what I mean. Soon as this crop field gets built, I'm going to build a house. Okay, cool. What do I have to plant? Chickpeas. Cool. And then put a farmer in there. Look, there's a log stockpile right there. Nothing but logs. This is nothing but stone. This is nothing but fuel. And this is nothing but construction stockpile. So that's cool. Alright, so houses. Now I get to have a tiny shack. Like, I'm not limited to how you know, the wooden house, just a regular house, and a stone house anymore. I now can build tiny shacks, which saves resources, and I think that's awesome. Also, it's much faster to build this now. It's much easier. Saves up on resources. I think that's so cool. Okay, I'm gonna build more houses. Should probably build that road a little longer. There we go. Tiny shack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll build 10 tiny shacks. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here. Foresters and loggers. Oh, wait a minute. I need to go. Refined resources, that's where I need to be. Construction. Saw pit, lumber yard. Lumber yard is a rustic styled sawmill allowing for increased production of firewood and lumber. It is almost as fast per worker as a regular sawmill, but allows up to 2 workers. Okay, so that's cool. Sawmill produces lumber or firewood and allows up to 3 clusters to work. Very fast work speed. Very fast work speed will use up available logs quickly. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and go for this one. Just because I never, like, I know it's expensive, but I never saw this before. Hold on a sec. Alright, sorry about that, gamers. I got, a friend called me. But anyways, so, yeah, this is the game, modded version of the game. I try to follow a specific guide that I read on Steam, on the Steam Workshop. Like, the very first time I started playing this, before I even got this mod, I was trying to, point being, I was trying to read up about tips on how to survive in Banished, because I wasn't doing so well in Banished the very first time. I'm not gonna lie. I kept dying of starvation, and I didn't have, like, a graveyard. So when my people started dying of old age, because, like, I was doing well, I was doing fantastic, but then my village wiped out, and I didn't understand why, and I didn't have a graveyard, you know, so, like, all my people in my village, they started dying out of old age, and I didn't understand what was going on. Because in the game, without the 1 year is 1 year mod, they grow like dogs. And I mean like dogs. Like, you know how dogs for like human age is like twice their age? Like, you know how like a dog as a puppy, like times it by 2 and it's like, you know, 5 in a human year's age. But for like a puppy that's, or like a dog that's like 7 years old, times that by 2, and that's, or times it by like 7 or something like that, and then that's about 49 years old in human years, that the dog is, you know, that's how old the dog is in human years. Something like that. That was Banished. That was how fast my villagers was growing in Banished. And I didn't understand that. So that's part of why I got 1 year is 1 year mod, but that's not the real reason why I chose that mod. I chose that mod because I wanted to help myself in the fact that, you know, okay, so I'm not going to die of starvation. I'm not going to wipe out an entire village because of starvation. So I decided that I was going to choose the mod 1 year is 1 year to help myself out. So that way I won't die off an entire village of starvation, because I end up with like 75 adults, 12 students, and 6 kids, six children, and then I only end up with like 45 food items. You know, so I wanted to balance out my numbers a little bit better. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do 1 year is 1 year because I thought that would be helpful for me personally. So that's why I do that. Although now I am getting the downfall. I'm seeing the downfall of having that mod, because although yes, it does help me provide for my village, but it does slow down my game a lot. I mean a lot. Like, the 1 year is 1 year mod, like I had to wait 8 consecutive years in the game for a student to graduate school and to become an adult and to be working as a labrador. And 8 years in the game is a long time playing the game. That's not 10 minutes, like in 1 year of playing time. That's more like an hour and a half of playing time. So yes, it does slow down my game a little bit, but it helps me feel like I don't have to, oh no, I'm running out of people, my people are dying because of starvation. Oh no, I don't have enough food to support my people, to provide. So that's why I do that. I do that to help myself out. Same way with niche. Like when I when I set someone as an alpha, that's to help myself out, to know which one has the home island immunity gene and who doesn't. Um, so like this is my playing style. I know my playing style may be a little much in the fact that I have so many tabs open. And I know it can be hard to follow sometimes, knowing what is what and what means what, you know. I've played this game for so long that like I already know what's up. I already know what's happening. And you know, I never actually put these tabs up before. When I'm building an item like the Gatherer's Hut, for example, I used to just have them be closed. You know, I just used to like place the item. Hold on. I used to just place an item, like just as an example, boom, and don't worry about it. But now I don't do that anymore. Now, when I place the item, I click the pin, and then I click the pin over here, toggle pin, so it keeps open even when I leave the area, so it doesn't go, that way it doesn't disappear. And I do that to help myself know how much the progress is of building these buildings. So that way when I know, okay, it's complete, then I go ahead and click over here and add a worker. Just as an example, you know? And then, so yeah, this is my playing style. If you don't like it, okay, I can understand. But I like having this set up. Like, the most important part is having this up until you get your like civil town, or like, you know, the civil town built. And then the event logs kind of important because it tells you, okay, like the text in white, they're not going to pop up down here. You know, this is where your notifications pops up. Most important notifications are highlighted in either red, blue, or yellow. But the white, like, there's no notifications for white. Like, author's son has become a student, there's no pop-up for that. So that's why the event log is very important, because the event logs tells you everything about what's going on in your town without sending you notifications. Sometimes, if it's critical enough that it needs to send you a notification, like the one about my stockpile being full, then it will show you the little bar thing, the little bucket thing that's nearly full. You know, and some notifications are important enough to give you a notification. Like, hey, someone died of starvation. Yeah, they're gonna put like a cross over here to tell you, hey, someone died. You know, that is, unless this is not marked. If it's not highlighted, it may show up in here, but it won't show up down here. That's why I highlight that. And even though if it says notification of toggle pop-up notifications of death by old age, that's not true necessarily, because it says freeze to death, died of disease, died of childbirth, died of starvation, died of, you know, was crushed by a rock, was killed by a boar. As that was the crazy thing that happened, that, you know, one of my hunters ended up being killed by a boar. I don't know how that happened. I wish I saw that happening, but I didn't. And I never really saw a boar in this game to begin with, so yeah. Oh yeah, this also means that reserve of tools is low. That's what I was talking about. Anything that's highlighted in red, yellow, or blue, it will toggle a notification right down here, right next to the simulation speed, right here. The event log is very important because it tells you who's been born, who died, who became a student, who grew up, so that way you can know who to assign to who, to what, to where, This is kind of important because, that shows the logs, that shows stone storage, that shows the iron, the tools, minerals and orals, firewood, fuel, stored food, stored medicine, clothes, crafted items. See, Ruth Lee has become an adult and is working as a Labrador, then the number would go up from 3 to 4, so you can assign it to anyone over here that needs working, like, oh, I need more hunters, so I put in a hunter, just as an example. And then, this is your food, your most important equipment.
I tried to give away all I had. My mind was full of my mistakes. I've been too fragile through my life, and I'm missing you so bad. Don't know if I should call you back. It's getting dark inside my head. I feel there's something that is stopping me now.
Before I get carried away with this, way like a lot more time. I wanted to play this game. I love this game to bits. I love it. But I need to edit. But anyways, I'm getting distracted.
Feel there's something that is. Feel there's something that is. Feel there's something that is stopping me now.
Thank you all for watching.
And I try to forget all what I had, but is my mind really gonna cut you out?